There is no people. That's the problem. There is nobody behind Black Lives Matter. Who's the president of Black Lives Matter? Who are the people that are running Black Lives Matter?
A woman,
when you try to
a
question,
self-described Marxist.
Marxist. When you try to ask them, where is this money going? They have no offices. There is no organized cell, right? I mean, it's literally a terrorist organization. This is what you would expect if you were looking into the finances of ISIS, right? There are no answers. There are a couple of people that say that they're leading it, but they have no employees. And that's the problem right now. We know that in the week that George Floyd died, they raised $50 million. Where did that money go? Are there schools? If Black Lives Matter, are we attacking illiteracy rates? What are they doing in the community that they've been able to raise $50 million under an LLC structure? They are not a 501c3 organization. That's the scary stuff, and nobody's being meant to answer these questions.
So whatever the mystery is behind their organization, you laid out some of it. There's no mystery to at least one of their goals, which is to defund the police.
Defund the police.
And what would the impact be of defunding the police on communities of color?
Yeah, I mean, what would the impact be? It's going to be, you're going to see the impact socioeconomically, right? So the people that are supporting this stuff, people that live in gated communities and have their own security guards, there'll be no impact. But we're seeing what that impact is right now in the inner cities. We're seeing in New York City when I think they reported 2 weeks ago, a 267% increase in shootings and killings compared to the year before. That's what the impact is going to be.
Right.
There's not just this random vacuum that happens when you go, okay, we're going to get rid of the police, right? It doesn't mean that all of a sudden nothing happens. Somebody rises to take their place. That's going to be gangs that take those places, right? Because people are still going to look for some sort of a protection. This is the stuff that we got rid of in the 80s when New York City was really bad, right? Getting rid of the gang culture. You're seeing a return to that right now. We're seeing 1-year-olds being killed in the street. By the way, those 1-year-olds and those babies that are being shot and killed in the streets because they can't get any control over Chicago and Baltimore and New York City, they're not being buried in gold caskets like George Floyd.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And that's how you know this is political. This is not about Black lives. Stop pretending this is about Black lives. Everything that they're doing, everything about their mission is to harm Black lives. On their website, they've listed, they want to go against and to conquer the nuclear family, right? I mean, they're against families. They're anti-family. Go read Karl Marx, right? Go read the Communist Manifesto. That's exactly it. It literally mirrors everything, and all of the Communist Manifesto's goals is what Black Lives Matter is after. And why do they want to destroy the family? Because it's the only way that government can replace family, right? You have to make sure that there's nothing else. There can be nothing else that competes with the word of the government. There can be no God. There's a strong layer of atheism that we're seeing, right? There can be no religion, there can be no God, there can be no dad, there can be no mom, there can be only selfishness and narcissism and rioting and protesting and anger. And what we're seeing is a communist movement that is taking hold in America.